Y'all, I swear I was muted. Um, I was messing around with the mic, but I thought I made sure it was not muted, but here we are, I was muted. Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. You guys, over the weekend, the drama, I swear it was popping off like you would not believe over on X. And there were several things actually happening. This is one of the things I decided to talk about because it was pretty wild. Janelle Evans from Teen Mom, she doxed an anonymous creator over on X. This creator has been on X for quite some time. I mean, literally as long as I've been on YouTube, I think this creator has been on X. It's been an account over on X called Anan, and this account basically covers reality TV. I mean, they don't have like a YouTube channel or anything, but the account is over on X. I'll show you guys really quickly. That's not it. Hold on, let me see if I can. That's not it. Hold on. Let me show you guys who Anon is. You know what? I'm just gonna bring up another one because I have all of those kind of bookmark places and I don't want to move that. Um, the account is Anon Dox. Now she recently changed her name to Anon Dox, but it was Anon Hater. And like I said, it's been there for quite some time. You guys, I really contemplated even covering this, but I had a lot of people talking to me about it, asking me if I heard what happened. And here's the thing, at the end of the day, I cover reality TV news. When Janelle went after Grace Report, I talked about it. When she went after me, I talked about it. So I was like, here we are. We're going to talk about it. So this is the account. Let's see. Okay, joined December 2015. So this account has been up since December 2015. I don't know if it's always been under this name or if it's always been ran as an account that, calls Janelle out for her crap. And this account doesn't just talk about Janelle. I mean, it covers like all kind of reality TV celebrities and people. However, this is an account that will call Janelle out frequently. Um, so oh look, they just retweeted me. Shout out to Anon for retweeting and putting the word out there that I was going live. Thanks. Um, so like I said, this account has been there for a long time. And yes, they cover Janelle. I have been aware of this account probably for the last 4 years, not long after I started doing my thing on social media. I become aware of Anon. Never had a problem with Anon. I don't look at everything that Anon does or covers, but I can say I follow the account. And usually, if I follow an account and I see that you went overboard with something, um, I'll unfollow. So I haven't ever seen Anon like really go overboard with covering Janelle. But, it's an account that covers Janelle, and Janelle obviously does not like Anon. So over the weekend, Janelle doxed Anon's real identity. Okay. Now this account has kept their real name, their age, their location, um, and pretty much all identifying information private. Like this account has posted like pictures of their dog and stuff like that, but I've never seen them post anything like that would reveal their name or anything like that, right? Well, over the weekend, Janelle shared pictures of this person's social media page, their other social media page, their name. It had this person's relative tagged into it. Um, and basically, from my understanding, she doxed this person. And there's a lot of people wondering, like, is this really a dox? Would it classify as a dox? So this is kind of what I read up on doxing. If it's illegal, if it's serious, whatever. So here's why it's serious. It's a violation of privacy. And we'll go into everything that happened in just a minute, but I want to go over this really quickly. I'm going to bring you back to, I'm going to show you guys what she posted and then the whole back and forth that was had over the weekend because it was wild. Okay. So it's a violation of privacy. The anonymous account owner intentionally stayed private. Posting their personal information exposes them to harassment, threats, and potential real world dangers. Even if some info exists elsewhere, linking it to the anonymous account counts as doxing. Now, here's the thing, too, that we have to remember that while Janelle doesn't have a ton of fans, she has them. She has fans, and we don't know how crazy and psycho her fans may be. I mean, just in the 6 months that I was on YouTube, the first 6 months I was on YouTube, I had background checks done on me, background checks done on my family. I was arrested out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So there are crazy people that exist in this world that with this information, with this now knowing this person's information, and not only was her name put out, but what Janelle showed also tagged Anon's family member. So it could lead to, their families being harassed and things like that. So we always have to keep in mind when we're outing someone's identity that it's not, we're opening this up to the internet. The internet is forever. And um, we don't know what someone else could do with that information, right? I hope that makes sense. Um, anyway, so now the platform consequences, social media sites like Twitter, now known as X, Instagram, prohibit posting private information. So the account that posted it, Janelle's, could face if they wanted to do something. If these social media platforms wanted to do something, they could face suspension or bans. That's if the platform itself views it as uh, posting private information. They would remove it and they could feature restrictions or shadow ban the account. And the legal ramifications or consequences for this. So Doxing can carry real world legal risks, including harassment or stalking charges, civil lawsuits for invasion of privacy, emotional distress, or defamation, potential criminal liability in certain jurisdictions, real world risk for the victims or victim. Exposure of personal info can lead to harassment, stalking, or even physical danger. Posts can leave a permanent online footprint even if it's deleted. I mean, once something's on the internet, it's always there. So bottom line, posting someone's private information without consent is not just a social media violation, but it's a serious invasion of privacy. Incidents like this show why online safety and anonymity matter so much. Now, I get some people may say, like, well, if she wants to have a platform where she's, covering Janelle, then oh well, don't be scared if Janelle digs into who you are. I mean, I could understand that to a degree if Janelle wanted to figure out who she was and then keep that private. And if Janelle wanted to do something about it, then do something about it. But posting it out there publicly, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing good's going to come from that. Um, if Janelle really wanted to figure out who is this behind this account that's harassing me, constantly talking about me. Then if Janelle wanted to figure that out, or if anybody else has had problems with Anan, wanted to figure out who Anan was for, to seek legal action or whatever. But posting it publicly definitely, in my opinion, crosses a line because now not only has Anan been outed, but Anan's family member was as well because the post that was put out tagged Anon's family member. Now I'm going to show you guys what was put out, but I did redact some of the information. Just, I redacted it because I was like, I mean, it's out there. Once it's out there, you can't get rid of it. But I did redact her last name as well as her family member's name. But this is where it started. I hope this is the right one. Okay, so this is where it started. Janelle made this post over on Twitter. But basically, let me read what she said. I'm not showing you guys from Janelle's page because, okay. Yesterday, Janelle said, keep harassing me and I'll take out charges and personally fly to your town to do it at Anan. And this is what Janelle showed. The girl's name. And now I cut off the top of the girl's face. You can still see it in the bottom portion of the photo, but I am trying to be, thank you, Ray, for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am still trying to give this girl some level of anonymity. And here's the thing, like a lot of people run accounts behind, anonymously. And that is their right. It's you can do that. Like platforms allow it. Platforms allow you to have accounts where you can hide your face and you can share your thoughts and opinions without putting your face out there for the world to see. Because this day and age, you just really don't know. You just really don't know. I mean, God forbid you want to talk about politics. You got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? So I get people wanting to share their thoughts and opinions behind, a page that does not divulge in who they are, their name, their face, any of that. Um, that is true, Abby Page, and that is true. So Janelle was not the one that found this information. It was another creator who has had problems with Anon, found this info and gave it to Janelle. Now that is shocking for me. And listen, I know the creator that did it, and I've always considered this person like, man, this person cool. I definitely don't agree with it. I don't know the beef between Anon. Thank you, Kenley, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Me and this page, I've talked about this page before. I mean, probably for the past, I don't know, 2 years, I've showed that like this page has posted things on there because they're a reality TV page and they cover Teen Mom a lot. So several times I've used their content. I've went to their Instagram and shows you guys screenshots of things that they have when I couldn't find it, and I've shouted this page out, and I've kind of had a cool relationship with this person. Um, this person has had issues with Anon, and due to that, decided to figure out who Anan was and then shared that information with Janelle. And then Janelle did the doxing. Janelle posted it out publicly. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, because you can't trust Janelle. Let's just put that out there. I've tried to be like civil with Janelle at times, and you just can't do it. Janelle will be somewhat decent to you if you're giving her information that she wants, but she don't give a crap about you. Janelle does not give a crap about you. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Amanda. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, and I hate that because this was shared with Janelle. Janelle put it out there, but now, like, it's known who found the information and who gave it to Janelle. And now, I mean, it's just not, I mean, it's just a bad situation. Honestly, it's just a bad situation because, like I said, anybody, if they felt like Anon was attacking them or harassing them, like I get you want to figure out who is behind this account, but to like put it out there publicly, and then Janelle has millions of followers. Janelle has millions of followers. So millions of people have, now know who this girl is, got her family member's name and all of this, right? So I'm going to read. So Janelle made that post. She showed these pictures right here, and she said, keep harassing me and I'll take out charges and personally fly to your town to do it. I'm going to read the comments on Janelle's page when she posted this. Okay. Justin, who is one of Janelle's longtime followers, says, this is horrible. Press charges now on them. Don't wait. I don't really know what Janelle could press charges on Anon for, sharing your thoughts and opinions on someone. And I scrolled through Anon's page just to see if there was anything that even I thought like, oh, that's surely illegal. And I couldn't find anything. So I don't know. Somebody said, don't bring cheesecake into this. Charges for what? Don't you have more important things to worry about instead of doxing someone who's done nothing wrong? Also, let me just say, Janelle was in the hospital when this was going on. She was literally in the hospital, allegedly on her deathbed, dying, couldn't breathe. I thought you didn't care about the haters. Focus on your recovery. This is pathetic on your part. Oh, you're a genuine R word. I'm not going to say that word. I think Brendan is in the chat. Abby, Brendan wants, okay, Brendan, Abby wants to know why you double down and try to say that Anan was a hacker. Brendan, are you still here? We're going to read Brendan's response. And yes, Brendan did. I want to say in Brendan's response, he said that Anan had hacked and like contacted family members, I do believe. So we're going to get into that. Brendan, you're in the chat. Would love to hear how your response to that. Because Anan is saying that's not true. I've never hacked anybody. Okay, so someone says, oh God, Janelle, don't threaten to do that. What if Anan tells you to put your money where your mouth is and calls your bluff? to come. First, how will you afford the plane ticket? Yeah, and Anan is here as well, so they can listen. I'll bring them both on. If Anan wants to come on, if Brendan wants to come on, y'all can come on and we'll talk about it. Um, what about your throat spasms you suffer from flying? You mad because she actually takes care of her animals? And then someone else said, "That's not the same dog. I think you doxed the wrong person." And I thought that as well. I was like, that's not the same person because in this picture it says, they refer to the dog as a boy. He seems like such a sweet boy. In this picture, it says she's home. So I was like, wait a minute, that's not even the same dog. So Janelle doxed the wrong person. But the person has come out to say, no, that's me. Yep, that's me. So all right. Um Female dog, the other one is a male. Take out charges. Is this a new thing? US and law enforcement haven't heard of it yet. New thing in I don't know. What did they do? Not the same dog nor the same sex of dog. Unblock Anon. You have so much to say about her, but you blocked her. You are a joke. Janelle doxed the dog. Yes, she did. PB and Janelle, unblock Anon. I already read that one. I had a feeling, oh wow, that's Anon was funny. Okay. Well, that's so mean to talk about people's looks. That's not even the same dog, dude. You're a psychotic narcissist. Why don't you worry about your fake illnesses? Your son doesn't even love you. Oh my goodness. Why don't you worry about already read that one? Sorry. You're at the hospital at the moment. That was one that really like, girl, you claim you can't even breathe. Let me tell you, I have been in a way with panic attacks and asthma attacks where I could not breathe, and I was not gonna be up on my phone reading a damn thing. The only I called 911 one time, and that was the most like, on my phone, my thumbs were 911 because I couldn't breathe. If you're really struggling to breathe, you're not gonna be worried about this. I don't even know what that next one says. How dare you post cheesecake, you gone syphilitis hoe. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Do it. These trolls are heartless and scum. Go live your life and stop harassing people. I don't think it's the same dog. F Janelle, commenting on stuff you put out publicly is not harassment. Ah, yes, threatening to press charges. Your favorite empty threat. You're not going to do crap, you loser. Go take care of your kids. So you're in the hospital, supposedly super ill, and you're worried about a hater account that has talked crap for years. Seems on brand for you. Worry about your health and your kids. So that's some of the responses. We're going to go back and I'm going to show you guys a few more things that was posted. And it's gotten wild. It's really gotten wild. And I just really hate at the end of the day that like my biggest thing is that this info was put out publicly and it was given to Janelle. Like I said, if you had issues with Anon and you just wanted to figure out yourself who Anon was, just to know, or just to, I don't know, send a cease and desist or something, like I can understand that. But to give it to Janelle and then her put it out publicly to her millions of followers, and we don't even know. Why is this more interesting than any other teen mom drama that's happened this whole year? It's wild, Colton. I mean, I know a lot of people. I think a lot of us creators too are like mind blown by it because we all are like friendly with each other. Like we're all like friendly with each other. Like I've been friendly. I've talked to a non behind the scenes. Never had an issue with a non. Talked to Brendan behind the scenes. I've never had an issue with Brendan. Brendan's always been nice to me. Colton, I mean, you have always talked behind the scenes. Like so, all these creators seeing all this happen, and then you know what I'm saying, and we're like, oh my goodness, no, like this is not good. Like so it's like I think we're all shocked to see this, to see that um, one of us, like, a reality TV creator, um, like gave information to Janelle and that went after somebody else that we're also cool with, you know? Does that make sense? Okay, so Juliet says, F off, Janelle. Commenting on stuff you put out publicly is not harassment. You are ridiculous. And then Janelle said, you're next. I'll find out who you are. Well, Janelle, you didn't find out who Anan was. So I mean, it seems like Janelle's trying to take, and here's the thing Brendan took accountability for it. I mean, Brendan admitted to doing it. So, Janelle, you don't have to act like you done the digging and figured it out because Brendan admitted to doing it. It's not like Brendan's denying it. Charges for what? She's been going at it for like 5 years or more. It's insane the time and dedication she takes to tweet about me every second of the day. There's plenty I've been saving to press charges for, and now I have her name 100%. And here's like more proof. She posts pictures that Anon's had posted on their uh, TikTok. Someone says, "Girl, you just went for the wrong one. Do you know how many people on here support Anan? You lost your mind." I lost my mind for calling out a hater account. Oh, I'm sorry, she was exposed. You think I don't give a F about who supports her? You're all in the same clique, you idiot. And then, hey, there I am, LB. Janelle highlighted me. And this is why I don't like you either. You want to get along, but you follow hate pages of me. That's weird AF. And I think, was she talking to Kinley there? I think she was talking to Kinley there. I don't know. Ask your man how many years that account has harassed him and his family. You're nothing but another Team On fan and follow. I think she's talking to Kinley here. And then someone said, Janelle, it's not illegal to be critical of you, but you know what is illegal? Doxing. If you took out a lawsuit against everyone that hates you, it would be never ending. Stop posting online if you don't want to be called out on your BS. And then she said, do you know the definition of doxing? LOL, I didn't release her address, but I definitely have it. Public record. Okay. Let's let's give me a second. And it's not illegal to have somebody's address. I mean, but if you put it out publicly, then sure. Okay, so the definition of doxing is search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. That is the definition. The action or process of searching for and publishing private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Mm, I mean, that sounds like that's what that was. I don't know. Um, what are you going to do without the haters? Get a real job. It's all you have, you idiot. I have millions of followers on every platform. There will be haters probably the rest of my life, but thanks for keeping me employed. And what Janelle doesn't understand, while she has millions of followers through her platforms, but I would probably say the majority of those followers are hate, like people that don't like her, haters. And then she released, I don't know, messages for like between Amanda and someone. I'm not even really sure. Um, Someone says it's obvious here, but Anan didn't deny it after Janelle put it out. Anan never said, yeah, no, that's not me. So we're going to jump over to Anan's page really quickly, if I can find it. I lost it. So give me a second. I had it bookmarked because I was starting it from a certain. Nope. Okay, got to go back down. Teeny the Turtle said I would definitely be contacting a lawyer. Kinley said I will never get them waxed again. I literally look like this. See my eyebrows? Also, y'all know David was awarded like his building. What's it called? Not building. His shop, his workshop, whatever. He was awarded his workshop and like the land that it's on. And like over the weekend, him and Kinley went to the location, went to the workshop. And who is it? Hold on, guys. All right, sorry, guys. All right, let me try to get full. Okay, so over the weekend, Kenley and David went to the shop. And in David's building, there is Janelle's eyebrow kits, the eyebrow kits, right? That she's never sold. And Kenley did like a funny little pose, like joke, right? Joke. It was a joke. And where she like pointed to the boxes and she's like, "Hey, got a bunch of eyebrow kits we're giving away." And it was a joke. I don't think she's actually giving them away or trying to sell them at all. It was just kind of a joke because now we have this. Now we have, this building that is full of eyebrow kits that have mold in them. And let me get to the point. I think we're close enough here. So we're going to go back down to like around the time. Can she send me one for scientific research? Team Mom Shaver says, "Hey, listen, back when Janelle was selling them, I ordered one legit. I ordered one and opened it on a live, 1,000%. And guess what? It had something that appeared to look like mold in it. Not only that, when I turned the kit upside down, the pallets fell out. Oh, that's blood. Let me see. Let me show you. The pans fell out. So when I got the kit and I opened it and I held it up like this, they fell out, just fell out. And I literally opened it on live because I didn't want Janelle to say like I tampered with it. I didn't want her to be like she did that herself. She so literally I got it and I opened it on a live, like completely opened it. I When it came in the mail that night, I went live and I opened the whole thing on a live and showed you guys. And literally, it had like mold in the kit. And the reason I did this, the reason I ordered one is because someone else had ordered one and theirs came with mold. And so they went public with theirs. And Janelle tried to say, like, the girl must have tampered with it because it was like already open when the girl showed it. So that's why I did mine from the like completely opened it because if it had mold in it, you would see it. If it didn't, you would see it. That maybe that girl just got like a bad batch or something. But no, it had. I mean, I can't say for sure it was mold because I didn't test it or anything, but I could say for sure it was something. There was something in there. Chelsea says I was there for the live. Exactly. I'm genuinely curious how Janelle doesn't get in trouble. Legal trouble for the doxing. I don't know. So on August 29th, Anna said, she said, "You don't scare me," and then blocked me 2 seconds later. I love it here. So I think Janelle said, "You don't scare me," and then blocked Anan. A CT scan. Okay, so Janelle, somebody said still got bronchitis, and Janelle said, "Yeah," or they think it's activated asthma, waiting on CT results. And then Anan said, "A CT scan doesn't diagnose asthma." Also, who's watching the kids? Also, again, that's like a $30,000 hospital stay with no insurance. Guess this answer who's watching the kids. Janelle went live from the hospital. Imagine being so alone and having no one in your life that you're sick in the hospital and have to DoorDash food because there's no one to bring you any, and you resort to going live on TikTok because you're so lonely. Y'all are real effing buttholes for perpetuating that rumor and getting everyone hopes up like that. Not sure what that post was about. All right, let's get to where. Okay. Anan says, "First off, that's not even the same effing dog that's not even the same dog, you effing moron. Second, a lot of people know who I am on here. So thinking you exposed some big secret is hilarious. Third, personally fly to my town, babe. If you sign a waiver that you won't press charges, I'll personally DM you my address. Fourth, it ain't illegal to tell the truth. I've got a lot of proof too, remember. And fifth, if you would put this much effort into your children, maybe you wouldn't be known as the world's worst mom with a CPS file thicker than a phone book. Well, unblock me at PB and Janelle, dare you. Whilst it's my actual dream to have a hate account made specifically for me, can y'all please report, expose Anan? This one This one sucks. Do better. Thank you. And I think it was because that account actually had the picture that showed Anon's family member's name as well. I think that's why Anon wanted that reported. And then Anon says, Brendan, why are you going around doxing me for your butt friend Janelle, whilst also in people's DMs, people she hates talking mad crap about her? Very interesting. And then delete it. The real quick coward. I'll post it again for you. Janelle posted this, and then I guess I don't know where Janelle got this from. Janelle Evans actually typed this and hit send. If that doesn't make you laugh today, I don't know what will. Janelle says, "At least I'm not a whore," and publicly stand by it. And then I think this is Anan saying, "You are so uneducated. You're not even getting the trend, LMAO, and you're literally a whore and publicly stand by it." The F, LMAO. Goodness gracious. Acting like knowing my name will change the way I post or what I say. A for effort, though. Anyways, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm tired from spending all day with my family who actually love me and respect me, something certain people can't relate to. I love y'all. I'll get to all your DMs. Just give me a bit. Oh, and follow me on my personal social media if you want, since it's posted and all. And then Anna says, and Brendan, you a little, yeah, TCH. I effing love y'all, Reddit. I effing love you, Reddit. That is all. Somebody says, don't bring Cheesecake into it, the dog, right? Cheesecake doesn't have anything to do with it. It's not even the same dog. Came straight here from seeing her Facebook post and your name being Anan. Docs cracked me up. Janelle really thought she did something by doxing the most well-liked hatter on Twitter. All I seen is everyone coming together to call Janelle out for being an absolute dip poop. Team Anon. And then Team on Fan News, which is okay. So the account Team on Fan News has issues with Anon, and that is who found Anon's info and gave it to Janelle. So this is Team on Fan News. All right, now a post they made. Let's start with the fact that some content creators had their Twitter hacked due to you harassing them. Let's start with the fact that you look to being in your 30s arguing with 19, 20-year-olds. Let's start with the fact that over the past year, you've continued to nonstop bring up my name, even after I reached out to you to drop the beef. Oh, yeah. Let me post the link. Anan, you can definitely come on. Let's see. I'm going to there's the link. If you don't want your face on, which I don't know if you all or not, just hide camera. Don't allow camera. I mean, you might know how to do this. I'm not sure. Just make sure you enable your microphone and your camera if you want. If you don't want to be on camera, just don't enable your camera. And then let's start with the fact that over the past year, you continue to nonstop bring up my name, even after I reached out to you to drop the beef. I can tell you this, you guys, as far as like Brendan's post, I follow Anon, which even if I follow somebody, I don't see most of what they post. I'll tell you that. Even if I follow you, I don't see probably 90% of what you post. But I had never seen Anon post anything about Team on Fan News or Brendan in general. I just never seen it because Brendan was somebody that I had talked to. And if I would have noticed it, I would have been like, wait a minute. Now, I can tell you, yeah, I never seen anything like that. When me and Brendan did a live together, we talked about some Kate and Ty stuff, and it was hit with a copyright thing. I had to appeal it, and it came back up. Well, I got a lot of hate. I got emails from people, none from Anon. None of this was from Anon. And Brendan don't even know this, and I probably should have told Brendan that I just didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings in the middle of all of this. After we did the live, it went down due to copyright. I filed the appeal. I won. It came back up. And I got some emails and I got some comments from people that have followed me for a very long time. And they were like, we cannot believe you had him on because of some problems other people had with him. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had no idea. And they had told me some things that had happened between them. So I just decided to make that video private just because it upset people and I had no idea. Now, I'll have to be honest, Brenda's never been out of the way with me. I've used Brenda's content a lot, showed his pages a lot when he's posted things. So I never had a problem with him. But when I bet there was probably 10 or more people that reached out to me that was very upset and had told me problems that happened between them. I was like, okay, I'm just going to make that video private because I don't want to upset anyone. I didn't know. And when you do this type of stuff for a living, like you don't, just you don't vet the people that you bring in, the other creators that you become friendly with, like you're not vetting them, So I just didn't know that it was going to upset anybody. And whenever that happened, I was like, okay, I just need to make that private. Anan, the link is in the chat. Also, please do not listen, don't go after anybody. Um, don't attack anybody. Okay, we got Anan up. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you up. Hey, Anan,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
So, how was your weekend?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Can everybody else hear Anan? I think everybody can
I
probably
can't
hear you
see.
because I
Like,
know
I've
that.
never done this before, so.
Okay, yeah, they can hear you. They said they can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so do you kind of want to go over um your version of events or everything that happened, like, from your standpoint? Because I was just reading, and I know you were in the chat, but I was just reading a post that Brendan had made where he said, "Let's start with the fact that some content creators had their Twitter account hacked due to you harassing them. Let's start with the fact that you look to be in your 30s arguing with a 19, 20-year-old. Let's start with the fact that over the past year, you've continued to not stop bring up my name even after I reached out for you to drop the beef."
Yeah. So, this is what I'm upset about. At the end of the day, like, I do talk a lot of shit on that page, and I think people know that I'm like the first one to admit that, and I stand on my business. And Brendan and I have had issues long ago, over a year ago, I believe. Um, and sorry, this is my first time doing it, so I'm like trying to read.
Oh, no, you're good. If I see any comments that I feel like you
Okay.
need to see, I'll pop them up on the screen.
Okay. Um, but I have never once, I don't know how to hack a potato. Like, I don't know how to hack anything. I have never contacted his family. I've never done anything like that. He was telling people that I was being homophobic towards him. Like, if you guys follow me, you know I'm like the most like outspoken about that kind of stuff. And then he posted today that the reason why he did all this was because I did all that. And so I messaged him on every platform saying, please show me proof of this. And he just blocked me, didn't respond at all on
He
all of them.
was in the chat, and if he's still here, I mean, I would like to hear 'cause I'm gonna show,
Yes, it's the same Brendan people that he was calling names and no, that was Colton, I think. I'm sorry, I get the two confused sometimes, but
let me see. I'm going to find something that he posted today, kind of in response to all of this again, because he made a post today, and I'll show everyone and read it, and you can kind of respond to it. Like I said, Brendan, if you're still here, I would love to hear your response
I
to
would
this as
love for
well.
Brendan to come on here and talk because I would love that.
Brendan, if you're here, you can definitely come on and talk. Okay, so this was, I guess I captured it. It's been up for 20 minutes. It says, "Hi everyone. I'm sure most of you have seen what's been happening on X over the last 24 hours. So I just want to share my side and clear a few things up. First, I'm aware that a specific creator has been going live about me and made a video regarding the situation. At the end of the day, it's her job to cover Teen Mom updates, and I understand that that's her platform and her perspective. With that being said, with what's being said right now is that I'm putting the blame on others, but that's not true. At first, I wasn't going to post anything about what was found, but after months of being harassed, not just me, but other creators as well, it reached a point to where I didn't care anymore. This person has gone as far as hacking accounts, contacting people's family members, and constantly making posts about creators. With all of that, I didn't feel bad if the information came out, but ultimately, that was not my goal. I know my hands aren't completely clean in this, but I want to be clear. I did not share it with malicious intent. I was having a conversation with another creator who has also experienced harassment from this person. And in that moment, it felt like a way we could both potentially protect ourselves. I want to be clear though, I don't condone harassment or bullying, and I don't encourage anyone to go after this person or anyone involved for that matter. As for how the information was connected, it wasn't through anything shady. The creator in question posted the same photos and videos across multiple public platforms and interacted with the same people publicly. It wasn't difficult to connect the dots. Okay, and he says, I've been told by some people that you and others were trying to hack accounts. Also, I want to say I never accuse Anan of being homophobic because that is not true.
Okay, well, first off, people telling you that I'm hacking accounts is kind of crazy to then accuse me of doing that. Um, and contacting family members, like I would love for him to come on here and talk.
Brennan, do you want to come up? I can share the link again. And just to, I know as far as me, I'm not going to be rude or nasty to anybody. I mean, I'll say what I think is
No,
wrong.
I
Um,
am an adult. I would love
yeah.
to talk to him like an adult.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm just like, I just can't believe it was shared with Janelle because Janelle doesn't like any of us. She
Here's
may,
the Yeah, here's the funny thing is that he put that out, but yet I've had multiple people send me DMs from him bragging about it. Bragging about finding it, bragging about Janelle posting it, bragging. Then when somebody called him out on it, was like, "Oh, I didn't know that Janelle would take it that far." Um, and then he was blaming Colton on a lot of it, saying that Colton was the one contacting my family on Facebook, and he didn't think Colton would take it that far either and stuff. So I don't know. It's just this is also crazy. Like
because,
it's
okay, you and Colton have had issues in the past as well. I went through
yeah,
your page.
long time ago.
I went through your page and I didn't see anything tagging either one of them. Now maybe I missed something. I don't know. Like because he said like you constantly post about him even after he asked you to quit and he asked for y'all to like um just be civil or whatever that you continue to post about him. Now I real quickly like went through your post and I didn't see anything.
Mhm.
Have you posted about him? Like would you say you've posted a lot about him?
Brendan or Cole?
Yeah.
No, neither one. I showed Brendan. I've mentioned him 3 times within the last year. We had this, I can't even remember like what happened really. It was over a year ago where Colton accused me of not protecting kids or posting about kids, something. He posted like on Instagram about it. And I called him out on it, and he didn't like that. And how Brendan, like, jumped in there, I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't.
I
I
mean, if
think
you can't really remember why you and him even had beef,
right.
I mean, it seems like you don't have like this huge disdain or hatred for him. If you really don't even remember, like I really don't even remember why, maybe there was some issue there, but it doesn't seem like I don't know. It just doesn't feel to me like you care enough to really like post about
Yeah.
him.
Colton did message me and say, like, he didn't have anything to do with it, and he wasn't happy that Brendan was saying all that. Here's the thing, like, I I am not somebody that wants to get in a high school drama beef with 2 kids from Instagram. Like, this is all so ridiculous. But the fact that he went to this length and is putting my family at risk,
Yes.
and I don't have anything to hide. I don't. I just like to talk my shit, and I like to be anonymous when I do it. And you can ask my some of my friends on there. I've been going back and forth for years on deciding if I wanted to like let people know who I was and stuff like that. But um at the end of the day, I have nothing to hide. My problem is that was contacting my family. Um I had family members messaging me like my sister was receiving
Wait,
all these
who
anonymous
contacted your
calls.
family?
Somebody did on Facebook, was contacting all my family members.
After you were doxxed by Janelle, like after Janelle put
Yes.
out.
And Brendan said that it was Colton doing that.
Okay, we have Brendan in the back. I'm gonna bring Brendan up, and I'm gonna try to make sure we can all everybody gets to share their side. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and bring Brendan up. Hey,
Okay.
Brendan.
Hi.
Okay,
I missed
so
I missed a little bit, so I don't know what all was said.
okay, no problem. She was just saying, somebody had contacted her family after the docs happened, and that for years she kind of went back and forth over whether or not she wanted to put herself out there publicly. And it's not that she's not public because she wants to hide behind an anonymous account to say how she feels. It's just more like protecting like her privacy, her family's privacy. But Brendan, to kind of go back to like, do you remember what started any issues between you and Anan? Because Anan really doesn't even remember.
Okay, so me and her were like not agreeing with Janelle. That was the only like thing.
When?
It was back, I think, at the beginning of 2024.
Okay.
It was a while ago. Also, Colton did not reach out to anybody. At least not that I'm aware of. I never
But
said that
your
Colton
DM
did
says
that.
different.
I never said that he was reaching out to anybody.
I have the DMs.
I did not say that.
I can show
Anan, do you
him.
wanna email me anything that you
Yeah.
feel like we should I'm gonna put my, can you see the chat? I'll put my email in the
Actually,
chat.
can I do that a little bit? I have to make sure it's okay first from the
Yeah,
people that
yeah,
like sent
um,
it to me.
okay, because there are people in the chat saying that Brendan, I'm just gonna tell you what people in the chat is saying, that you said he did. There's 2 people in the chat saying like, "Oh, there's screenshots to back it up." Remember, there's screenshots for everything you said yesterday and today, and you said he did. Here's the thing. I think the best policy is just to be honest. If anybody feels like, "Oh my goodness, I made a mistake and I ran with it, and now I'm kicking myself in the ass over it, and maybe I put the blame on somebody else." I don't know who have you talked to, Brandon, but it seems like people are upset about it, and any screenshots that might be out there of anything that you might said, it might be best just to lay it all out there and be like, "Yep, I said that, my bad." You know what I'm saying? Because if there's screenshots that exist, it's just not gonna look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't wanna say, "No, I didn't say that," and then somebody shares a screenshot of you saying that, and then it's like, "Well, n now."
So, I brought up the messages. I'm not gonna say who it was with just because I don't want to like get that person like I don't want to bring up that person. Can I share
Mm,
the message that I sent?
yeah, if you wanna if you got
Okay.
something you wanna send me and I can show it, or if you
So I'm reading the message. I never said that anybody was reaching out to anybody's family members. I said, mm, just gonna mess with her because she harassed us with months. And I let Janelle know that. And oh yeah, I was letting Janelle know the information. She said she's cropping out my name and posting it. And yeah, nothing. I'm reading the messages and it says nothing about oh there it is. Uh Commenting on her. Did he comment on your family stuff?
Who?
did Colton?
Yeah.
Anon, did
Ye-
Colton
yes,
comment on your family stuff?
multiple families,
Colton did? Like,
Okay. So
multiple family members.
that's what that was. I never said anything about him messaging any family because I don't think he did that.
Hang on, I'm just asking permission to send these. 1 second.
okay, you guys bear with me. I am getting some stuff that I can show just, all right, let's see. Okay, so Colton, you said there was a disagreement about Janelle, and you are someone that would you consider yourself a Janelle fan or just somebody that, because, you've taken up for Janelle at times, so would you consider yourself like a Janelle fan, or where do you feel like you? Because a lot of us are here, we call Janelle out. We're not fans, we don't like her, we
I said
go
hey
pretty
to you
hard at
on
her at times.
IG, Ellie.
Okay. Colton, Brendan, can you hear me? I think I called you Colton.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking to Colton.
No, I meant to, sorry, I don't know why I said Colton. But we've called Janelle out a good bit. But when we did our live together, it was like about Kate and Ty, and I got the copyright, and it was blocked, so I had to appeal it. When it came back up, I got several messages, comments on my video, and emails from people very upset that I brought you on because they were like, he defends Janelle. He's made some really nasty comments, and I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. Long time subscriber, and I didn't even go back and tell you because I didn't want to to be
Oh
honest,
yeah,
I
I
don't hurt
get
your
that.
feelings,
I get
I
that.
was like, so I just made it private because I was like, oh crap, I had no idea. But I did not know that like you were friendly with Janelle or whatever. I never knew that up until after that happened. But still, I was like, well, he's nice to me, whatever. Like, I'm not going to be an ass to him or whatever. But would you say you're like a fan of Janelle's, or like if Anon's posting about Janelle and you're disagreeing, would you say that's because you're like a fan of Janelle?
I mean, I'm not like not a fan. Like I don't agree with everything that she does, but also she's been nice to me. I'm sort of nice to like all the moms. Like I don't really hate anybody because that's not really my place to like hate anyone. And like I understand like it's controversial. I understand that, but I don't know the full story to like really hate anybody, and that like I just try to be nice. And like I don't know, I don't hate her, but like
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Um,
I don't know.
yeah. Um, I get it. Some people are gonna be, as a mom myself, and I don't even think it's just because of mom, because I know people that are not moms that are like, what the absolute heck when it comes to Janelle, like, the way she's talked to Jace and the things that went on to Jace and the way that she, just so much that I can never understand how anybody would like really even want to defend her. I really could never get it. Um, Honestly, but I
Yeah,
know
and
there's
like
some
some
people.
of the things that I did say in the past was unhinged, and I do admit that, and like admitted that so many times. And honestly, I shouldn't defend anybody like the way like I was defending her on Twitter, but also I don't agree with everything that she does, like looking back, and like no hate towards her at all. Like she's nice to me, and I'll stay being nice to her, you know.
Mhm. Um, okay, give me a second because I was sent some screenshots that they said I could show. Let me figure out where to start. And the person that you're in this conversation with said I could show these.
Yeah.
Um, you're good with me showing these? It's a conversation between you and another creator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this
Uh,
was uh wait, yeah, I know which creator that was with. Yeah.
okay. So this was over the weekend. This is Brendan to another creator saying, I did some digging and I found out who Anan is, and it's pictures to show just how he figured it out, whatever. And then Janelle posted it. These might be out of order. Team Mom Shade Room said, are you friends with her? In her Sammy voice. That's hilarious. Um, so Janelle posted it, and then the creator said, Brendan, I cannot believe you allowed this to happen. And then you said, but now Colton's commenting on her family's shit. I didn't think he would do that shit. And you said, I get not, and then the creator said, I get not liking someone, but you think your hands are clean because you didn't share it public. You just thought it's going to
Yeah,
happen
and like
later.
also I didn't think he would be like commenting on her stuff, and like I was like a little bit upset with that, but like not like
You just said he
I
wasn't.
understood his point. No, I said he didn't message your family.
He was commenting on. Well,
I
okay,
Yeah,
seriously.
that's what I was saying because I don't want mm-mm.
So he was commenting on my family stuff. Because he's in my DM saying it was all you. So you guys need to like get your story
Colton,
straight.
Colton, are you here? Do you want to come up, Colton? Um, and then you said, I feel so FBI right now, LOL. Like I was determined just because I wanted to see who was behind being so effing rude to me. And The creator said, "What are you going to do with this info?" You said nothing. So they're out of order. So this was
Yeah,
said
I
right
had
after you
said
shared the
nothing
info.
before. So I had said
Yes.
that I wasn't like gonna
You
share
said
anything.
nothing. Absolutely. You said nothing. You said, "I don't want to get in trouble for doxing. So that's just for me and you to know." And the person said, "Yeah, LOL. I'm not sharing a damn thing. LOL." And then that's after that, Janelle made the post. And then the creator was like, "What the
Yeah,
heck? Why
after
did you
that.
let Janelle do this?"
Because yeah, I explained why on there too.
Um, And the creator said, "I'm actually so upset about this because how do I know you're not going to do this to me? This is very wrong, Brendan. I understand people are assholes, and I believe those people will get their karma, but you straight up lied to me and said you weren't going to do anything, and then you gave it to Janelle, the most trash human on Team Mom. You doxed this girl. You said, I figured Janelle had been trying to figure out who she was for years. And honestly, I was really hoping Janelle wouldn't make a post. I even told her I figured you would like to know that I found out who Anan Hater is. I sent her the pictures and she asked me how I found out and I explained it to her. I wasn't going to send Janelle anything at the beginning. And what really changed my mind was Colton bringing up that she was harassing both me and him while we're 1920. That's the only reason I had said anything. Like my family were getting nonstop texts and calls.
When?
This was back at the beginning of 2024.
And do you have proof that it was me?
I did not say that it was you, but you harassing me
You
caused that to
posted just
happen.
you just posted that whole thing on your social media saying that you shared my information because I contacted your family members and hacked your accounts. And then when I posted asking for proof, you blocked me on everything. So
I will say, Brendan, reading this message, like if I would have received this message, I would have assumed Anon was responsible for your family getting nonstop text or calls. That's what I would have assumed. Like,
that's
okay, well,
because
this
that's what
person,
he's implying.
yeah, I definitely would have assumed that. So you're just saying at some point your family started getting text and calls, and
Due
did you just
to that harassing, yes.
did you assume that it come from like you and Anon getting into it over X a while
Yes,
back?
it was because of that. It was like whenever I was getting like harassed on Twitter.
When was this again?
The beginning of 2024.
When did you come out publicly? I thought weren't you anonymous for a while? Or am I
No,
Yes.
confused?
so I had created my Teen Mom pages, but like I kind of like said like people knew who I was. So it was
I
I
think I'm
had
getting you confused with Colton in that
we
aspect,
had
but
beef before I started my Teen Mom pages.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But my mom had received a bunch of messages. My stepdad, my sister, like people were receiving messages from people on Twitter due to that beef.
can I just
Saying
I'm gonna
what?
tell you my personal opinion. I'll tell you my personal opinion. Um, an account that defends Janelle, especially if like there's an account like saying something negative about Janelle, and if you come in to defend her, I don't necessarily you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that is just disgusted at Janelle. Anybody defending Janelle, especially if they, like, go out of their way to defend her, and like you said some out-of-pocket stuff back then too. Like, it coulda just been anybody that seen you defending her and have nothing to do with the 9, but just the people that saw you defending her and saying the out-of-pocket stuff that you said back then. It coulda been anybody that saw that or the other people that you were interacting with. Because when I was shocked when we did the live and it got the copyright block and I appealed it, it came back up. I got a couple of emails and then I got several posts. And there was a couple from people that's like, I've been a follower of yours for years. And he said X, Y, and Z to me. Like I got into it with him, because I said this about Janelle. And then, he went off on me, defending Janelle, like saying some really nasty things to me. So I'm just wondering if maybe it was, not saying it was some of those people, but if I had people contacting me after I had you on, I'm just wondering if other people that saw, maybe they saw you in Anon, or maybe they saw you in somebody else, or maybe it was one of those people that, was talking about Janelle and you defended and y'all got into it. Maybe it had something to do with them and not specifically Anon. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people who were like coming at me were followers of Anan, and it didn't help that
But it wasn't me.
like she would be like, "Oh, too bad" or whatever, like not really care like that
Why?
stuff was happening.
I cannot.
Was she saying like she didn't care that people were contacting your family?
I
And
didn't
like
know.
just like being so hateful like towards me.
Because you were being hateful towards me, I'm not gonna sit and take you. You follow every word I say, Colton. Or I'm sorry, Brendan. You know that I'm not gonna just take anything lightly. It's not who I am. And here's the thing, that happened when? Beginning of 2024.
Yeah, towards the beginning of
So
2024.
why now? Like, why are you still are watching my stuff. You still are clearly trying to find out who I am. You still clearly have an issue with me and went to this length, which is crazy, for something that happened over a year ago. Why? Like, I don't understand. And then you're accusing me of all this stuff. That's not true. And when I'm asking you for proof, you can't provide it, which is crazy. Do you know how many people have messaged me saying that I can take legal action against you? Like, do you know that people were messaging me your school's name? I'm so upset. Like, I can't.
I'm
I
gonna
need
go
a
on and
minute.
read some more of the messages if that's okay, while y'all kind of get yourself together. But Brendan said I told Colton about it and he said he was gonna mess with her because she harassed us for months and I let Janelle know. I guess she's cropping out my name and posting it. And like Colton's right, she literally harassed both of us for months and Colton's account on Twitter got hacked because of it. And then the creator said, why would you share that with Janelle? You said because she's been harassing me and Colton for months. And I'm sure doing the same thing to Janelle as well. Plus, when Colton brought up that fact, I was like, that's true. I'm curious, like, Brendan, when you say she harassed you for months, like, what did she do? I'm just like,
Like making multiple posts about me. If she saw my like comment like on one of Janelle's posts, she would like make a post about that. It started getting like not all the
Three.
time,
I
but
showed
like
you three.
multiple.
Three posts within the last year.
It was more than that,
I literally showed
but
you.
it
It was
was
three. But here's the thing, I'm a public account and can comment on stuff. You're a public account that comments on everything. So, like, I'm allowed to have an opinion. That's crazy.
yes, but that's also after you asked me not to comment on any of your stuff, not to say anything to you guys, but yet you still continue to make posts afterwards.
Okay, well, duly noted. I'm glad that negates that you were allowed to do this to me. It's crazy.
did you happen, just curious, Brendan, did you happen to screenshot like anything that she said to like, because I'm going to tell you, listen, even though I'm a creator, if I do have somebody that like constantly talks crap about me, I screenshot that. Like I have a file of it. Just, I don't know for what, but YouTubers like videos, like there was a couple creators years ago that used to constantly do videos about me. I downloaded them mugs. I took screenshots of it because I was like, I don't know, in case I ever hit the lottery and I want to get, a lawyer to sue these people. I don't know. Like I literally documented it. So did you
Yeah, I have
possibly?
screenshots. I would have to look back through everything, but it's also public. I don't think she's deleted anything too,
Nope.
Yeah, I
but it would
scrolled
be
back
like
through.
pretty far back to look at.
Yeah, I'd scroll back through her um, page earlier today, just trying to see if anything, and I didn't see anything. Now that's not just, I don't know. I mean, maybe I missed something. And like I said, I have known both of y'all, and I did not even know there was beef between y'all until, well, I
But
found
it's like
out.
normal beef. It's not even it, like I beef with a lot of people. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, probably anybody that likes Janelle, you may have a little beef with.
Yeah,
Because you
like
very openly call her out, but I do too. And I mean, Brennan, you've never said anything to me. I didn't even know you liked her or were cool with her, or I did not know
you're
that
not.
until.
And don't lie about that either because I see you talking shit on Janelle too. So don't.
No,
You're caught.
I'm cool with her.
Cool.
I'll tell you
Here's
another
a
reason I don't like Janelle. And listen, I'll tell you, like at some point ago, a while back, I did a video because Janelle and David, they had done OnlyFans and their pictures were leaked. And I did a video about it. And it was a very hilarious video because we looked at their pictures and it was just hilarious. Well, I didn't think about it, the fact that those pictures are protected by copyright. They are behind a paywall. So Janelle hit me with a copyright strike. And because I showed multiple pictures, she hit me with more than one copyright strike. I actually got two at the same time in one video, which scared the crap out of me because on YouTube, if you get 3 copyright strikes, you lose your channel,
Yeah.
right? And this is my income. Like this is my job. I do, YouTube and social media, and YouTube is my main platform. So when I got those 2 strikes, I was like, oh my God, if I get one more strike within 90 days, I'll lose my channel. It scared me to death. So I messaged Janelle and I was like, listen, I will take the video down. I will never cover you again. I explained to her all the times that people have contacted Janelle's employment, her business opportunities, businesses that she's collabed with. I have always said I never supported that. She has to have an income to support her family. She has kids. So like I never did it. I never contacted any account that was ever like any business that was going to work with her. I never did it because I was like, at the end of the day, she does need money to take care of her kids. So I didn't want to um, be someone that affected that. Right. And I always spoke out against it too. When it would happen, I would do videos and say, she lost another business opportunity. And I would say, I don't do this. And I don't encourage people to do it because at the end of the day, she got to take care of her kids, whatever. Well, when this happened to me, I reached out to her and I was like, I am so sorry. Like, if you remove these strikes, I will delete the video and I will never cover you again. This is my main income. I have 6 children. Like, please, like, if like I didn't want to tell her if I got one more that I could lose my channel because I didn't know if she would be like, okay, well, let me go try to find one more video picture of mine that you use and get you again. So I just said, like, I'm very close to losing my channel. So if you can please just release the copyright strike, I will remove the video and I will never talk about you again. She literally said, I don't care. She did not care. And that if she could take my channel down, she would, and she would try her best to take me down. Even though I was like, this is how I take care of my children. I even told her, I said, Janelle, all the times people have, contacted your businesses and you've lost business opportunities, how did it make you feel? How, like, the scaredness that you had that you were not going to be able to take care of your family because you lost money because people contacted your job. Like, that's kind of what you're doing to me now. You're interfering with my job and it could cost me my job. And I have kids. And I told her that I've never wanted to do it, that I've always discouraged people to do it. And I asked her very nicely. I said, I will never cover you again. And she literally said she did not care, that she would try her damnedest to take my channel down. And at that moment, I was like, I don't give 2 shits about you, Janelle. She didn't give a crap. I literally told her I would never talk about her again. And she could have had it that way. If she would have said, okay, I'll take it down, never talk about me again, I would have never uttered her name anymore.
That's not shocking, honestly.
You see, I don't agree with everything that she's done, and I do not agree with that. With me, like, I try to be neutral with, like, all the moms, and, like, especially if they're nice to me because, like, I don't know, I don't want any beef with them. And, like, I, I do not like Amber, but, like, I try to be a little, like, nice, like, because I just don't want drama with them. I just try to stay neutral because, like, I'm reporting on them already, and
This
it's
is not you
just
staying neutral. I'm sorry. This is not you staying neutral. What's happened is that you've gotten caught, and then instead of just being like, I'm sorry, I did that, like 4 words, whatever, 5 words, I don't know, I can't count. You then blame everybody else. You
that's
backtrack. You
crazy because
block.
that's not true.
It, am I? I feel like I'm going crazy. Am I going crazy? Like anybody? I don't know.
I can tell you, I haven't seen I don't know why I keep want to call you Colton, but Brendan, I haven't seen like some of the things that people have told me that you've said. Um, And I never seen it. You've always been nice to me. I've never had an issue with you. Like the content that you put up on Instagram, like I've used it a lot. You've always been really nice about it. But after we did our live together and after those people came to me, like some of the things they told me you said, I was like, oh my goodness, what? Not Brendan. Like, really?
Yes. He said a lot of crazy things. You should see all the DMs I've been getting about what he said about people and done to people.
Would you acknowledge, Brendan, that like, because you said earlier, like back in the day, you said some really like out of pocket stuff and you would
Yeah,
like,
and I've said unhinged things, and also like if somebody comes towards me like in DMs or anything, like if they try to come at me in like a negative way, like I will snap back. Like I'll be negative back because I you're not going to be negative to me.
I feel like this
And
chat is pointless because he's just not gonna, you're not gonna take accountability for anything, or that you're not sorry for what you did, and that's that. So
someone says you say you don't agree with everything Janelle does. So what do you agree with that Janelle does?
I mean,
Just the fact that she's nice to you and like when you
like I
like,
just try to stay neutral. That's really all.
doxing me is not neutral.
I try to stay neutral with the moms that I cover, like with the people I cover.
would you say you regret like handing this info over to Janelle? Or are you still like, no, I'm not mad about it? Or would you say like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that?
I feel like it got so big and so
That's
fast,
a
and like
no.
that's understandable. But also, I feel like I've been harassed by this person multiple times, and it's but
Can
so
you post proof of that?
What'd you say, Anan? Were you talking to me or him?
I'm asking him if he can post proof of that.
I'm not posting any more about the situation.
Got it. Well, I'm glad that people get to see what type of person you really are. And
Is
that
there
is a good
does
thing that comes
anybody
out of all
know?
this.
Sorry, Anan. Go ahead.
No, you're
Sorry,
good.
guys. Y'all.
No,
Does
I just said that
anyone
was
know if
good.
go ahead. I cut you off
No,
again.
sorry. I was just saying that's like one of the good things that's coming out of all of this. So
I was gonna ask if anybody knows if there's a specific way to go to an account because I want to go to Anan's Twitter and like, can I just put in like Brendan or like Team on Bands to see how many times
you
she
should
like
be able to, yeah.
added him? Like, is there a way to do that rather than scrolling through all the posts?
Yeah, so click on my account and
Okay.
then there should be like a little search
Yeah,
on
there
the
is.
top. And then you can
Okay.
put like either Brendan or I don't know. He's got like 50 accounts, so choose and pick one. I don't know all that. And who's ever in the comments saying that I comment on Janelle's kids negatively, I would love proof of that too, because I never do that. And actually, Colton was messaging my family saying that I was harassing kids online.
Okay. Okay, so I am back to April 2nd, 2024. Okay, I'm gonna show what's popped up, you guys. I'm gonna show what's popped up for me putting in Brendan's name. And August 8th, so last month. Oh, Brendan, always kissing ass. What a nerd. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. And Janelle retweeted Brendan's post because Team My Fan News is Brendan's page. And Brendan posted back then for those hating on Kesha for doing a TikTok with Janelle, y'all need to eat glass. And you said always kissing butt. What a nerd. And then August 31st, which was yesterday after all of this popped up. So I want to kind of make sure we're before that because he's saying that's the reason he did it was because you have been harassing him. So May 21st, we're May, June, July, August. So for 3 months, there was only one thing So we're going to go back, and it says May 21st. He followed you on May 21st. And you said, "Oh, good, Brendan is back." And then that's the live that we're doing today. Keep going. August 31st. This was after everything happened. You said he was a little bitch. Now we go all the way back to last year, early last year. So for the past year, there's literally been 2 posts before the docs. 2 posts. So April 2nd, Janelle retweeted Brendan, and Brendan said, "It isn't, I just checked, but the actual conversation that is edited was the fact that this was not about David. This was about Kaiser lashing out and hitting Inslee." And you said, and Janelle said, "You're on top of everything. Thank you." And you retweeted what he said, and you said, "Oh, Brendan finally got the attention he's been trying to get for weeks now. Good for him." This was last year. And then last year, I'm not sure what this.
I can't see I'm on my phone, so I can't see.
The irony of BTK Brendan posting this while simultaneously checking my account 74 times a day is not lost on me.
Oh, and yeah, he started a hater call out account.
Okay, Brendan started a. Who's Liv Benson? I mean, I know who it is, but is that him? Is that Brendan? Was that one of your accounts or no?
That was a hater account
that you created, or
no? It was like hater account on Twitter.
Okay. And they said, "I do kind of love the fact that David is begging for money online and Janelle is over here getting Brazilian blowouts." And then Liv retweeted, said, "Oh, she's watching." And then Anan put, "Unblock my name, you ho." I'm sorry for laughing. Some of these
No, I'm funny sometimes.
And then April 15th, that Brendan idiot stalks people replying to my tweets, even though I have been blocked. How embarrassing for him.
True.
Then before that, April. So, I mean, October. So 6 months. So there was a few posts, like 4. How many was that? 1, 2.
I mean, at the end of the day, does this all really matter? He's not sorry about
I'm
what
just trying to see if it was like something crazy out of hand, because I've been harassed. Harassed to where people was making videos of me every day.
And sorry, Ellie, I'm not trying to be snotty to you. This is.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, no. I was just curious, like, because yeah. Brendan, you feel like Anan has harassed you and like you didn't say stop, but you feel like Anan has harassed you a lot. So I was just trying to get
and comments as well, like posts and comments.
Okay, well, if anything, I will stand on that I have commented on things with you, because that's what I do. I would highly, highly appreciate it if you would take down your posts saying that I have contacted your family and hacked your accounts, because you have zero proof of that I did that. And that's crazy, like, defamatory shit that you're posting about that. I would really, really hope that you could be adult enough and tell Janelle to delete those things, but I know you won't. So I guess, like I said before, the good thing that comes out, you have no idea how many people have been messaging me, like big creators on Instagram, about what type of person you are. So
that's crazy, because I don't interact with big creators on Instagram.
Okay. So I just hope that this really shows everybody the type of person that you are. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, at this point I can tell you a long time ago, like, someone did a background check on me and then I was swatted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was arrested. I went to jail. Like, it can get so serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It can get so serious. And Brendan, you probably didn't. I'm sure you didn't even think ahead of, like, if Janelle releases it. I'm assuming you didn't even think like, oh, well, she's going to post it on her social media where millions of people will see it because combined, she does have, millions of followers between all of her platforms. So you probably didn't consider that. And there's some crazy people out there that who knows, you don't want your family contacted. She don't want her family contacted. At the end of the day, this is reality TV drama that we're talking about because we all enjoy watching it. We enjoy the train wreck. We like covering them. At the end of the day, it should never go real life because when it goes from us just discussing reality TV and the celebrities on the show that like we like or we dislike and their drama, when it goes from us doing that to then all of a sudden real life to where some crazy on the internet knows who this person is and can find an address or can find their relatives, then it can become dangerous. So like, and I know you're like 19. How old are you? 19 or 20?
I'm 20.
20. Okay. Because I saw you say a couple times, like, Anan, she looks to be in her 30s and she's like harassing 19 and 20-year-olds. I have no idea how old people are on this.
Exactly.
Like, if you're on a social media account and you run a fan page or something, I'm assuming you're like a middle-aged woman like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to assume it's like a 19, 20-year-old. I'm just going to assume. I mean, I was shocked when I learned out who Colton was, and that he was young. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I was shocked. But at the end of the day, nobody can tell, like nobody knows your age. They just assume, okay, you're on here, you're sharing your thoughts and opinions. And when somebody says something about Janelle, if you want to defend her and you want to bark, I'll bark back. Like nobody, like age at the end of this, like it really, that has to be taken out of the equation because it's just assumed you're an adult and you are. I mean, you're an adult, everybody's adults here. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I just want you to kind of understand, like, yeah, how is she to know that I'm 19, 20? And at the end of the day, I am running a fan page account to where she's just going to assume I'm an adult like her,
I got to get going off of here, but I just want to say one thing. And thank you so much, Ellie, for letting me be on here and talk. I just want to say, Brendan, like, I'm sorry for things that I've said about you. I don't think that anything I've said about you warranted what you did to me. And I have multiple people in my DMs offering legal advice and sources for that. So I think it would be in your best interest to delete all of that stuff and advise Janelle to take it down. At the end of the day, I don't have anything to hide. I am who I am online and in person. The only thing I'm worried about is my family. So that's it. And I just want to say thank you so much to the amount of support and DMs and outpouring of like people in love and like is crazy. So I don't know. It's overwhelming in a good way.
Yeah.
So I gotta run, you guys.
Thank you
so much.
Anan. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know how to get off of this.
I think I can remove you. Brendan, stay on because I got a couple more things I want to say, and then you can leave too. But I think I can remove you, Anan.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh no, Brendan left. I didn't click anything. Brendan left too. Okay, well, I wanted to talk to Brendan a little bit more because I don't want anybody to come on here and feel like I'm attacking them in any way. I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with what happened there. I don't agree with, like, I can say, Brendan, are you still on? Maybe he's back. Okay, Brendan,
I'm still on. I never left. I didn't leave.
Okay, it disappeared, but I guess maybe it just disappeared when she went, and then it brought you back in.
Yeah, I was like, no, I didn't leave. Can
I don't want
say
anybody
something?
to feel like I attacked them because that's absolutely not what I'm trying to do here. I have to be honest and tell you, like, when I heard about it, I was like, oh my goodness, why would he do that? Like, why would he get, like, I can even understand, like, if you feel some type of way about a creator, trying to figure out who they are for yourself. But Janelle is not one, like, I'm going to be honest with you, Brendan. She might be nice to you, but she doesn't give two shits about you. Like she doesn't, because she don't care about anybody. She don't care about her mama. She don't care about her kids. She don't care about nobody. So she might be nice to you while you can feed her information, or you can maybe put things out in a narrative that she likes, because she's gonna have to be nice to a few creators so she can keep, the narrative. There's a couple outlets that she stays semi-friendly with because they'll put the narrative out the way that she wants it to be. And I'm not trying to talk you out of being friendly with her or whatever. That's your decision, obviously. But as someone that's watched her from the very beginning of the show, that's followed her for 6 years and covered her for 6 years. I've talked to her, I've talked to so many of her loved ones, relatives, and this is just she's not a person that is like, "Oh, I appreciate the fact that he defends me." That's not who she is. There's not a thought in that girl's mind of, "I appreciate the fact that he does that." She does not appreciate you. She does not like you. She does not care about you. She's going to use you to continue painting the narrative and putting things out the way that she wants them. And the first time she sees that you do something that she don't like, she will go after you the same way. And I just want you to know that. Like, I don't want you to get tangled up with her because you'll protect her way more than she'll protect you at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And I just want to
Um,
tell you that.
can I say something real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so before Nan left, she apologized, and I want to say I appreciate the apology, and she asked me to take my stuff down, and I will do that for her. I will
Yeah.
do that. Um, I'll take down the statement, because me and her talked, and as far as statements, like we both talked to each other, so there doesn't really need to be anything more with that, and people have heard from us. Um, and I'll mention it to Janelle just because I do realize that her family's page is on there. So I'll mention that. But yeah.
I mean, at this point, you can't make Janelle do it, and I really don't see Janelle taking it down, but
No,
I do
and
think it's a step in the right direction for you to take it down and, and try to move on from this,
mhm.
you know? It's not I mean, hopefully, there won't be any, like, real life anything that comes from this, because at the end of the day, this is just us disagreeing over reality TV celebrities. Like, is it really you know what I'm saying? Like, if you like Janelle, like, I only wanna tell you to beware because I don't want you to be hurt by her, but at the end of the day, that if you like her, that's on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna defend her, like, that's on you. In any other creator out there, if they wanna like Amber Janelle, defend them, and even come at me because I don't defend them or the way that I cover them, I just I have to at the end of the day, we gotta keep it in the forefront of our mind that, like, this is literally about stuff that really doesn't affect us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, and don't let it go real life. That's one thing that being on this platform for 6 years, a big thing that creators talk about is never going real life. Like, you do
Mhm.
not dig into people, you don't do background checks. It's happened to me, and it doesn't feel good, and it's a scary thought when you know people are doing background checks on you and your family members, people that, didn't ask to be brought into this, and, um, so yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
think
and I I am sorry that it got so big and like so fast. I didn't think it would get so big. Like I should have thought of that, but I didn't. At that time in my head, it was like this person has been very rude to me.
Mhm,
And so I really wasn't thinking about that.
yeah. And I will just offer you some advice for somebody that's been doing this for a long time. Well, you're gonna have to get used to it, unfortunately, especially if you're gonna defend Janelle at times. I have to, it's just kind of it comes with what we do. We're gonna have people that pop off at us. I mean, I don't even go through my comments that much anymore. Most of my comments are good. I would say 99% of my comments are like supportive and they're good. But every once in a while I will get somebody that like says something nasty to me or says something rude to me and they call me a name all because I, they didn't like the way that I maybe defended Kate and Tyler or that I defend Mackenzie, so they'll leave really nasty comments to me and it sucks because nobody wants to read nasty comments. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it kind of comes with what we do. So we
Yeah.
can't even if it's somebody that comes hard at us, that and you feel like that's what Anan had done, you feel like she came a little hard at you, um, but at the end of the day, we just have to, like, accept that it comes with the territory, that we have different opinions, and this person opinion is different than mine, and we can go back and forth over it, and I can, say how I feel, and they can say how they feel, and we can go back and forth, but we kinda have to keep it there. Taking it, like, too personal, because at the end of the day, Anon doesn't know you, like, you. She knows Brendan that covers reality TV and where you stand with, like, Janelle, but she doesn't know you in your everyday life, and you don't know her in her
Right.
everyday life. And if you guys did, you guys might would be fine with each other if you knew each other outside of where you stood with reality television. So,
Mhm.
just try not to let it get the best of you, because at the end of the day, when you do this, it kind of comes with the territory of people disagreeing with you, and
Yeah.
I would hate for it to go real life with anybody, like for your relatives to be attacked over this, or Anon's relatives to be attacked over this, or God forbid somebody's um um what's it called? Squatted. It's not squatted. It's not squatted.
Um, like, I know what you're
Swatted,
talking about, though.
swatted, swatted. Because that stuff happens. I mean, literally, somebody, did a background check on me, did a video talking about my finances, and then, like 13 days later, I was arrested. I was pulled over by multiple cop cars with weapons drawn on me, and, I mean, we can't say 100% did it come from that person, but I can tell you I'm about 99% sure. So, you never want anything like that to happen over just like, "Oh, I like Janelle and you don't." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's really when you really lay down at the end of the day and, like, it's like, do I really care other people's opinions about Janelle? Like, I have mine, but do I care about theirs? No, not really. So just, try to keep that in mind when you are having a disagreement with somebody about Janelle. At the end of the day, she would not go to bat for you like this, and even if she would, it's just really not that serious. But I'm glad you and
Yeah.
I were both able to come on. I hope you guys are both walking away from this feeling like something was accomplished, even if it's like burying the hatchet and moving forward. You said you're gonna take your post down, um, and maybe moving forward, you guys just kinda do y'all's own thing. I don't think she's
Yeah.
gonna mention you going forward, I don't think, and
I'm
maybe
not gonna
you.
mention her either. Like, I don't wanna mention, like, any of the haters on Instagram, and I appreciate you for bringing me on here.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I know we
I mean,
don't agree with, like, everything, but, like, I still love your page.
well, thank you. Well, I
Mhm.
appreciate you coming because I appreciate both of y'all for coming, and I was kinda worried that you would, like, not wanna come up here because, you know, I feel like it's probably a scary thought to come up here after everything that was going on. So I do appreciate you coming up and talking to Anan. I
Mhm.
do feel like there were still some things that were kind of unanswered and unsure about, but as long as you guys are like, at the end of the day, I'm going to leave, you're saying you're going to leave Anan alone, you're going to take everything down, and she's
Yeah.
going to move forward. I
And
think that's
then
great.
I'm
Little something
gonna make
accomplished.
a public thing to, like, a statement, like, apologizing because I do have a lot of followers. I don't want them, like, attacking, like, just because of, like, what I said. So I'm just gonna take that down and apologize.
Yeah.
And also, can I mention something else?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, though. I just want to
Okay.
say that I do think a public apology is a great idea. Go ahead.
Yeah. Um, I do know a lot of people were trying to say that, like, they were trying to basically say that Colton was more involved than he was. He wasn't. I I don't want people thinking that he was, like, involved. He really was not. Like, we were just talking about it, and so I don't want him I don't want him getting anything, like, being blamed for anything.
Okay. All right, so Brennan says Colton was really not. Um, so you and Colton talked about it, and you kind of shared with another creator kind of things that was said, but um, Colton wasn't reaching out to her family or anything like that, to
He
your
wasn't
knowledge.
really involved. Like, people were trying to make him more involved than it wasn't.
Okay. Okay. Um, well, all right. Well, I appreciate both of you guys for coming up. I don't know if Anon's still in the chat, but hopefully we got somewhere, you guys. And yeah, we'll go ahead and end this live because at this point, I don't know if there's anything else. But Ray, do you have anything else you want me to say? Um, Anan said you said that. So was he commenting on Anan's family's post that you know
Um
of?
I believe so, but I don't he wasn't really involved, like, as people were making it seem like they were trying to put him, like, in the blame of everything. He's not to blame with anything. That's, like, what I'm saying.
Okay, give me a second because Ray said she had a couple of questions. Okay. So are you saying like Colton didn't push you to share the information? Or Ray, do you want to come on?
Y
If everybody's, I mean, I don't mind
I'm
bringing
saying he
anybody
was
else.
like, people were trying to say that he was more involved than he wasn't. Like people were getting mad at him and stuff, and I just don't want him involved like at all. Like I don't want him getting hate over this, you know.
Okay, so from my understanding, like you found the info and you
I
shared it
did
with
find the
Colton.
info. Yes. He had no part of doing that.
Okay, he didn't like try to push you into sharing it with anybody or putting it out publicly.
He didn't try to push me to like share it with anybody. I shared it with like Janelle on my own. I shared it with him on my own.
Now, when you shared it with him, were you because from Ray, from what you had told Ray, like after you shared it with him and he told you, yeah, like Anan has harassed me as well and like hacked some of like people's been hacked, all of this. Um, would you just because I almost felt led to believe that like it was like y'all talked about Anon, y'all both felt like y'all had been harassed by Anon, and you're like, well, I have this info, and it was almost like, well, because she treated both of us like this, we're going to send it out to Janelle, who will put it out publicly.
No, he wasn't like he wasn't like send it out publicly or anything like
He
that.
never said anything about it being put out public.
He didn't say to like put it out publicly.
Okay. I have people saying they have questions, and
He
I want
just
to.
meant like leaving comments. That's it. Like not like putting it out publicly. That's it. I don't want him getting hate for something that he shouldn't get hate for. That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think anybody should get hate for something that they don't deserve. Where is Ray? Did you want to come up for a second or no? And I mean, I appreciate everybody, coming up, talking, and because I imagine this is difficult to kind of talk about. Uh, especially if you do feel like, yeah, I messed up and I was at fault. So, okay, Ray is on here. We're gonna bring Ray in. Ray says your device is not connected. Ah, you have to connect your mic and your camera, or at least your mic. So go back out. When you come in, it should ask for to allow your camera and your mic, and you have to hit allow. All right. Brendan, she's gonna come up because
Okay.
she said she still got questions. Um, if he's okay, Taylor said if he said Colton didn't contact Anon's family, then he knows who did. Um, you were saying that okay, in one of the messages you said Colton was going to mess with Amanda, Anon. And let me bring the messages up because I don't forgot what they said. Sorry. Okay, Ray is here. Okay, hey Ray.
Hi, sorry. This is my first time doing it. So I
No, yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, so Ray, you said now you still have questions. After
yeah,
everything is moved up. Okay.
I do. So I think my biggest concern, because I have not, since I had messaged Brennan, I have not responded to his messages. Because I'm just so disappointed. Like I'm just so disappointed, and I don't know how else to express that I'm disappointed other than continuously saying that. And I know that that sounds redundant by now, but um I just wanted to ask, because even though Brennan said that he never said uh that Colton never did anything, and that's fine. If Colton never did anything, that's fine. But then why tell me that he did? And clearly, you showed the text messages. It shows that that he said that Colton was messaging the family. Again, if that's not what he did, why say that? Why
It
lie?
wasn't
Why
messaging,
continue to lie?
it was comments.
But
But he still does not need to be blamed for anything
mhm.
because it com the comments don't need to be like part of this issue. It was like more that
But
happened.
the problem is that you involved Colton. I didn't involve Colton. You involved Colton by stating that that it was in regards to you and Colton. And then you had said that he was commenting on her family stuff and you didn't think that he would do that. Now, if that's the case, if he never did it, then that's fine. Okay, fine. He didn't do it. I think the problem is that you're putting the blame on other people instead of just saying, you know what, I was wrong. I was wrong. This was wrong. And I am so sorry for putting you and your family in danger because Janelle has millions of followers and this is so dangerous. And even though you're stating that like, oh, well, Colton wasn't involved, but you said that he was involved. Do you know what I'm saying?
You see, I understand what you're saying. I did not involve him. You shared the messages. You you involved him by sharing messages because like he does not need to be blamed.
Oh, Brendan. No,
Oh my
Brendan,
God.
no.
No, 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 no,
I
no.
get what you're saying, like, maybe the world wouldn't have known about his involvement, but, um, when you told Ray and for anybody that's curious, I feel like everybody knows who Ray is, but if you don't, Ray runs a reality TV channel called Reality
Well, it's just Ray Clark now.
It's Ray Clark now. She's on TikTok. She's everywhere. And Ray and Brendan were cool. Ray and Anan are cool. So that's kind of where us creators are, how we're like in the middle of this because we've been like kind of cool with everybody involved. And then it put us in this weird place to be like, oh no, because now we have creators that we're cool with now really like one's done doxed another one. And so, anyways, Ray so Brendan let Ray know first. Brendan messaged Ray not long after he, I guess, uncovered who Anan was. I was like, oh, I found out who Anan was. This is who she is. And Ray said, what are you going to do with that information? And he said, I'm going to do nothing with it. And she was like, yeah, don't do anything with it. And then next thing you know, Janelle's posting it and she's like, I can't believe you gave this to Janelle. So when she found out that he gave it to Janelle, uh, she let him know. She was very open about how upset she was that he, gave this to Janelle and how Janelle posted it and how, now she feels some type of way because he doxed, another creator. And now she's like, how can I trust you if you're digging into people's background or whatever. And he was like, I understand. He's like, I would never do that to you, but I understand, how you would feel that way. But so this Ray is who he went to first and was like, I figured out who Anan was.
Yeah.
You see, what I'm trying
Um,
to say is I was the one who found the information and I was
and you
the
was the one
one
that gave
who
it to Janelle.
yeah, and
It
like so I don't want like unnecessary blame being put on Colton because
Mhm.
it doesn't even need to be on Colton. I was the one who like shared everything and you can see that in the messages like I was the one who shared that info.
Okay. So then I would suggest moving forward if Colton has nothing to do with anything, then he shouldn't have been brought up to begin with. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I I'm still very upset. I'm sure you could tell in my voice like I'm still very upset. I am more upset because this is something that us as creators, there are people that we don't get along with. Obviously, we all talk to each other about stuff and sometimes I'm wondering like, okay, like can I trust this person to tell this person X, Y, and Z? And this really set the standard now for a lot of us to say what can we share and who can we trust now, because I genuinely feel like I can't trust anyone, and that makes me sad because I feel like I've kind of built separate relationships with every creator, and been able to share or to keep that trust. That's important to me. But most importantly, one of the things um that frustrates me out of everything is that you did something illegal and you have yet to say I was wrong for doing it. Instead, you continuously say, well, I guess because, I was just mad because they were being rude to me. but this is something that is illegal. It is something that is dangerous. It is something that can impact someone's life and possibly put their lives at risk. And I just hope that moving forward, you really, really think about who you can trust. Like these people that are on TV, like Elle said, these people are that are on TV. That's all they are, Brennan. Janelle is not going to come out here and defend you. Janelle isn't going to come out here and do anything. Now, if Janelle had said anything about you online, best believe all of us as creators would have had your back 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? But now the moment that you now did something that is majorly untrustworthy to all creators, that now sets the standard. It only takes one person. So I just want you to be careful moving forward. And I just hope that, moving forward, Janelle doesn't get you into any more of a pickle than you're already in. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna get off though. That was all I had to say. And that was the questions that I had. So thank you guys, or thank you, Elle, for having me on. And
Absolutely.
I wish
Yeah.
you luck, Brennan.
Thank you for coming on, Ray. I appreciate you for coming on. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you so much. And then Colton said I didn't directly come at her family. Colton did say in a post, he said that after Janelle put out Amanda's identity, Anna's identity, that he commented on a post, I think he said. Is that what you said? Let me go
I
back
think,
and find it. But what you're trying to get at, Brendan, and I want to try to be clear in what I'm saying is you're saying you found Anand's identity. Colton did not help you with that. Did Colton
yeah,
even know you were looking into it?
he didn't know that I was looking into it. I just shared that I had found this information.
Okay. And so after you found it, you went to him, told him, y'all kind of discussed together about what y'all felt y'all's experience with Anan had been over the past year or two or whatever. And then at that point, you decided to give it to Janelle. Did Colton did not tell you to, did not ask you to? Did Colton
No,
know
he
you were
did
going to
not
give it to
ask me
Janelle?
to. He did not ask me to. I shared that I might give it to Janelle, but I didn't say. It had nothing based like off of Golden.
Okay, so Colton did not tell you to, did not pressure you to,
No,
did not
he did
try to
not pressure
encourage
me
you
to do
to.
anything.
So in the messages when Colton's brought up, you're just saying after it was put out, or after Colton found out that he was going to mess with her a little bit after it was found out because of everything that um, Colton felt that Anon had did to him. He felt like, okay, well now we know her real identity. I'm going to mess with her a little
And
bit.
like
And
we were
then,
both like talking like she was harassing us like nonstop. Like I just feel like Colton shouldn't get hate for anything. Like I understand I was in the
as far as
wrong.
doxing Janelle, I mean, as far as doxing Anon, you feel like as far as Anon being doxed and her info coming out, that has nothing to do with Colton.
Yes.
Okay. The one thing that does have to do with Colton, which Colton said here, was like adding, I guess, adding a family member after it came out.
I don't know if he added anybody. I just know comments were made.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said a while ago. Yes, classy mom, I will be going live on TikTok after
And
this.
like
Sorry.
and like I was in the wrong. Like I don't want anybody thinking like this is me saying I'm not in the wrong. I am in the wrong. I just don't want Colton involved. I don't want him being dragged into anything.
Got you. Okay. Well, I can tell you, Brennan, as far as me like looking over all of this, um, you got a lot of people upset with you,
Yeah.
which an apology I think is the best way to go. And please don't ever do this again. Please
Yeah.
never publicly post somebody's info because for you, you may know like, oh, I would never, yeah, I have their information, but I'm not going to show up at their door. I'm not going to show up at a family member's door. But you might know you ain't going to do that, but you don't know what all the people out there that's seeing this info will do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you would never wanna be responsible for, putting this info out and then somebody showing up at somebody's house, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, and you probably didn't think about that. I'm sure you probably didn't think about it,
Yeah.
but just going forward, yeah, just really, you know, you got to consider it. And like I said, this comes with the territory of us covering reality television. Not everybody's going to agree with us. We may get into, you know, little arguments back and forth with people over disagreeing with our opinions. And we just have to remember not to go real life.
Yeah.
But anyways, I do think the best thing is, you know, you said you were going to make an apology and you were going to take your stuff down. So I do think that's the best thing moving forward.
Yeah, and I am looking at the chat. I saw that Anan was in here. I am sorry. Um, I know I didn't say it while you were on here. I should have. And I do appreciate your apology too. I just wanted you to hear that because I don't know if you were on after you left. And I shouldn't have done that. That could have put you in a bad place. And I didn't even think that your family member's name was shown on that photo. And that was wrong.
All right. Well, yeah. Um, I definitely think that was needed. Um, but okay, honestly, getting on here and talking, I think, I mean, maybe if you guys would have talked before, I don't know, maybe it would have helped something. But I know a lot of times nobody wants to talk to somebody that they're bickering back and forth with. But um, anyways, I do appreciate both of y'all for coming up. Ray for coming up. Colton was in the chat, and Colton absolutely could have came up as well and said, you know, anything that he wanted to say, but he didn't want to. But we're gonna go ahead and close this one out, you guys. I do have to jump over to TikTok because the Chrisleys, their new documentary is coming on tonight. So we're gonna go live over on TikTok and watch that together. So I'll be live at 9 p.m. Central Time. I'm gonna give myself about 15 minutes to set up for that. So you guys go join me over there. And hopefully Janelle will delete it, but I really don't think she's going to. But hopefully nothing crazy comes out of this, and in a week everybody will be forgot about it. Hopefully something else will happen that just really buries this. Hopefully.
Thank you for letting me up.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Bye guys.